Oh, big brain moment, big brain moment. Big brain moment. You could, what? I can shoot out of the box? Today, we are playing video game that involves a guy named Snake. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. Sometimes go by the name of Big Boss. And we are capturing other military personnel and not teleporting them, lifting them up with a big balloon and carrying them over to our base. And in the last episode, if you didn't watch, go back, you're watching them out of order. We had this side mission called Obstacle Demolition, which we opened a secondary pathway for Snake. So with that in mind, I want to go back to the armored vehicle battle and...
Commencing mission. You're in for some heavy combat with this one. Try and make it back in one piece.
Can do. See if this one will affect the story outline or not, because we're getting rid of this. That's cool.
Enemy tanks, armored vehicles, and attack choppers are always accompanied by a combat squad. The soldiers aren't particularly...
Yeah, no, we... I hate that I can only carry 2 weapons. Let's go ahead and get the RPG. So, Fulton recovery system. Can I take 2 Fulton recovery systems? No, you can't. Oh, so now I just get... Oh, so the more I upgrade that is the more people I can carry. Oh, big smart, big brain on that one. I get it now. Wait, we already did this. Didn't we already do a BTR? But no, it said new, so this has to be...
You've got to neutralize that armored vehicle somehow. They're trying to find you. Make sure they don't.
This is interesting. It said new, but... this is obviously not new. Maybe not. Maybe we didn't do the BTR.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
Dude, you're not gonna get it.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
Where's all your people? Where'd all the people? Where'd all the people? Nope.
Nice work. Their fuel tank's gone. That should stop them for a while.
I didn't mean to kill that one guy, but we did.
Oh yeah! Long live MSF!
Oh, I don't have any more. Oh, hold on, hold on.
They've okayed your request for a cardboard box. It'll be sent out shortly.
Oh, you can't take them if they're dead. That's right. I can't believe I missed that. Son of a bitch.
Backup! Prepare for immediate deployment!
Move in!
No, I was pressing R I was pressing R1.
Snake! Come in, Snake! Snake!
I was pressing and holding. If I die on this one, I'm gonna go back to the mission select screen and get an M16. You ran over your own dude, my guy. Oh, you fucking cock.
They've okayed your request for a cardboard box. It'll be sent out shortly.
Dude. I'll sit there and take it as long as I need to.
Alright, you hit the fuel tank. They won't be going anywhere for a while.
You son of a bitch. Alright, I got you.
Defensive position! Yes, the armored vehicle's out of commission.
I didn't do it. Okay, so I think what I should be doing is not worrying so much about gathering the mercenaries with the Fulton recovery system. I should be using like I should be focusing the fuel tanks with a assault rifle and try to get its armor down so that way the guy can pop out and I can take the armored vehicle. All right, got all that. Any research that can be done? Oh wait, Fulton system. Can we do third Fulton? No. All right. No, let's get a second upgrade to the Mosin Nagant. M16, M10 suppressed. Is that right? Oh, yeah. Just because that's a little money. Oh, R&D increases power. Alright, I think we'll find there. We don't need to... So, it didn't affect the story. There was nothing story-wise about it, but I was a little upset. It wasn't a waste. It just didn't go the way I wanted it to go.
Snake, infiltrate Dr. Strangelove's research lab and either deactivate or destroy the AI. The lab's built into some ancient ruins, so find those first.
Alright, what's the brief? We already did all the briefing on this one, right? Oh yeah, but since we did the ruins thing, she'll now tell us about that.
La Ruinas de Xochiquetzal will be around there. They have not been restored at all, so they may well be covered in plants.
Xochiquetzal?
An Aztec goddess of fertility and beauty. They say she was always accompanied by birds and butterflies. One theory states she was the mother of the god known as Quetzalcoatl.
Quetzalcoatl.
The Quetzal is said to be an incarnation of Quetzalcoatl, hence its name.
I get it. Well, this place definitely matches the atmosphere of a cloud forest.
Now, it may have seen better days, but that is still a temple, so be sure to show respect when you're inside.
If the mood strikes me.
Well, you've got no one to blame but yourself. If Xochiquetzal strikes you down.
You better respect the temple, Snake. If I want to, I will, but who cares?
The paths there are buried in vegetation. Work with nature to conceal yourself, and you'll be much harder to spot.
A ghillie suit would be perfect here.
In any case, take caution when advancing. Don't wear anything that stands out. The ruins are a labyrinth, so try and keep your bearings.
I could use those walls to stay out of sight.
Once a sniper is spotted, he'll move to another location. You shouldn't stick to the same place either.
Oh, I know. I learned all about that in the Soviet Union.
It is not necessarily a good idea to try to engage a sniper in close quarters combat. Finally, once you've found a place to hide, don't let them take you from behind.
Don't worry. No one sneaks up on me.
I do the sneaking up on them. All right, nope, nothing from you. And Huey, nothing from you. All right. Okay, we at least got 2 new missions, or 2 new pieces of intel. All right, I think we're good. Oh, it's right. I was even thinking that to myself. Do I have to put the ID card on? Yep, you have to put the ID card on. All right, let's go now. Oh, we end up right here. Okay, hold on. Let me look at the region map. Yeah, so if we go back, we should be able to take that path to the right. Because that's the way they want me to go. So we aren't going to do that. We are obviously going to go back and take that side path. Okay, so the people are still here, which is funny.
Freeze.
Let me get all the stuff off of you. All right, buddy. I've got a free balloon ride for you.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
All right, and now we get to go this way. It's funny, they both lead to the same area, so why...
Some scouts are really hard to spot because they use grass or dirt to camouflage themselves. They blend right in with the natural surroundings.
Yeah? Okay, well... Ah ha ha! Ah!
Snipers and laser sights are a deadly combination.
Alright, let's make sure... Alright. I'm not seeing any others so far. Is there only one? So far, so good. I only see the one. Donde? There's no way they only put one sniper in here. Here, I'm gonna try something real quick.
Start talking.
No, don't. I want to basically see if he's got any intel on his friends.
Start talking. Start talking. Start talking.
Okay, he doesn't. Dude, the knockout is really takes so long to do.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
Is that the only one? Okay. Nope, there's another one. Hey, buddy.
Freeze.
Wasn't expecting this, was you? Bye-bye.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
And that's the way we gotta go, right? Yeah. Alright, alright. Only 2 snipers in this area? That's... So if we would've came this way... We only would have seen that one. We wouldn't have seen the second one. But even then... Only 2 snipers in this place? I would have thought there would have been at least 3 or 4. What was the whole point of opening that? Okay, this looks more like where they're gonna hide a bunch of snipers. Oh, maybe not snipers? Wonder what that was.
Freeze.
Get down on the ground. Let me give you some butt pats. And then let's give you a nice balloon. Every person gets butt slaps and a nice balloon. Okay. I was like, what's back here? Alright, let's get you out of here. Gotta save my compass. I don't see anybody. Oh, I see him. Alright, that's 1. Oh, okay, good. I love this. I love the second iteration of this radar. Oh, that is him. That's not another guy right here. Dude, I'm so accurate with the pistol. Oh, I don't know how I didn't see you. Okay, so that was 4. That's, I think 5's the most I've ever seen in an area.
Start talking.
What are you doing? You're gonna regret this.
Start talking.
I don't know why you tried to get up a second time. Alright, get you. Yeah, I think 4. Alright, now that we got everybody taken care of, any other little hidden secrets that I can find or grab? I don't think so. On to the next one. On to the next one. On to the next one. Oh, a little hummingbird. Oh, a lot of birds. Oh, is this the goddess?
Hey.
Oh, she's got yellow.
C'est moi, le loup.
French. Fini de jouer à cache-cache. Dis-moi qui tu es.
Please, do not kill me.
You're no soldier.
I am a tourist.
What's your name?
Please.
What are you doing here?
Cecile. Cosima.
She's got a bandana.
Caminada. You're not one of the soldiers? Please, lower your gun. Who are you?
I'm an ornithologist.
A poacher?
The gun's for self-defense. I'm looking for that one rare bird in Costa Rica.
Which one? The quetzal?
Right, the quetzal. They're rare, but they're not covered under the Washington Treaty.
The resplendent Quetzal is red-listed.
Really? You know your stuff.
I am an ornithologist myself.
Well, we'll have to compare notes later. Here, drink some of this.
You saved me. They told me this was a paradise. That there were more rare birds here than anywhere else. That there was no war here. That it was safe. They told me it was every birder's dream. But they were wrong.
What happened?
If only I had not recorded that stupid voice.
Voice?
I was trying to capture the Quetzal song. Making my way through a thicket, I saw immense ruins towering before me.
Oh, this is who recorded that.
Chase it away. It will bite you unless you kill it. Go home.
You're the one who made the tape.
I am loyal to myself. Who's there?
I was captured by that woman. But she was kind. She gave me food to eat and even bathed me herself each day. But she said I could go home in a month. So whatever you do, don't take off the blindfold. Do so, and you will never leave here.
Guess you didn't listen. How'd you escape?
I waited for an opening. Stole an ID card. They almost caught me, but I managed to elude them.
You made it this far and then succumbed to exhaustion.
I was barefoot, with no supplies. Oh, I am so sorry. I drank it all.
That facility. Did you see anybody else in there?
Well, there was another woman, but I never saw her in person. Because, you know, the blindfold. Oh, yes. She often sang.
Sang?
It was such a strange song.
What kind of person was she? Could you tell anything from her voice?
I don't know. I don't even know why I was held a prisoner. They confiscated my equipment, my supplies, my passport, money, everything. The only thing I was allowed to keep were my undergarments, so that I would not be able to escape. And now, I am without even the means to prove who I am. I will not make it home to Paris like this.
In that case, come to our place.
Huh?
You don't need a passport there. Don't even need a name. If you want to go back to Paris, we'll take you there anytime.
What I want is a shower, a change of clothes, and a cigarette.
I've got a cigar. It's Cuban.
No French cigarettes? I prefer unfiltered.
Fresh out. But come back to my place and you can have all the French cigarettes you want.
It sounds like heaven.
Close, but not quite. Outer heaven.
It is sounding better all the time.
So, you must have gotten a look at the facility when you escaped, right? What's in there?
Lots of machinery. A big computer, like you would see in a university.
What about the room where you heard the voice? Anybody in there?
I don't know. There was a tube. A large tube in the back. When I approached it, I heard a voice.
What did it say?
Jack. Yes, it simply said Jack over and over.
Jack.
Listen, you've got to get me out of here. I really need a shower.
Wait here. I still got business to take care of.
What? You're not thinking of going in there, are you? You can't leave me here.
Relax. I'll have some friends pick you up.
This is Miller.
One for recovery. A civilian.
Snake, we don't have room for any more civilians here.
Not even for a blonde Parisienne.
A what? So she's, pretty foxy?
See for yourself. If what she's saying is true, I think we've found Paz's friend.
The missing one?
I'm thinking that she's the one that made that tape. Have her listen to it when she gets there.
So she's safe then. Good news.
I'm sure Paz will be glad to hear it.
You bet. Snake, the ruins are just up ahead. Head north.
On my way.
What about me?
Stay put. Ever wonder what it's like to be a bird?
Ever wonder what it's like to be a bird? Dude, I love how Snake is just like, yeah, you want to fly? We'll just put you in a balloon. Ooh. You ever feel like what it's like to be a bird? Oh, big brain moment, big brain moment. Big brain moment. You could, what? I can shoot out of the box? All right, let's put no, wrong one. There we go. Okay, just one right there. Reload.
Guess not.
Yeah, nothing here, nothing here. Oh, okay. Here we go. How many do I have left? I have 2. I'm gonna hold off on using my last 2.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
Guess not.
Here you go.
Wake up! Enemy assault! Someone's firing at us! Going to alert status!
Understood. Dispatching reinforcements. Proceed with extra caution.
Oh, when you're laying down, you can press L1 and it'll focus on the closest person he can see.
This is patrol. All clear.
Understood. Return to base.
The enemy's close.
Oh, fuck.
Enemy sight. Moving to engage.
Understood. Eliminate all hostiles. You can't move on if the enemy knows where you are. Lie low for a while and wait for them to lift the alert.
The enemy's close. He's over here.
All right. All right, might as well since everyone's asleep. Came that way. Oh yeah, if you didn't take that box route, you only had one way to go. Where's my box? Oh, wow. That box tactic is really back there. Not expecting that. Alright, bye everybody! Oh, we made it to the Mayan ruins.
What? It won't open. Damn.
It won't open. What's wrong with it?
They may have changed the security. See? It's gotta be the alert phases.
Snake?
Huey, your ID card isn't working. It won't open the lock.
It can't be.
What's going on?
She hates me that much? Strangelove's in charge of authorizing IDs. Sometimes a working card has its privileges removed. Say, if she decides she doesn't like that card's carrier.
You think that's what happened?
Well, I was never exactly her favorite.
Oh,
Well, this could be tricky. The soldiers outside aren't allowed in the lab either, so their cards won't do you any good.
great.
Snake,
Kaz, where's Cecile?
she just got here. Hold on.
Snake!
Cecile, how'd it feel to fly?
Wonderful. For a moment, I felt what it must be like to be a bird. It almost made me want to give up my research and get a pilot's license. Did you need something?
You said you'd gotten an ID card, right?
Yes, but it was confiscated when the guards got me.
Who took it? What did he look like?
He had an orange jacket. I cannot recall his face, though.
Yeah, they all look pretty much the same. Where did it happen?
Let me think. Ah, yes! I do remember hearing the song of a nearby Quetzal.
Just what I'd expect from a birder.
Would you like to hear it?
Huh? What's that song?
It's my Quetzal. I took it with me when I was rescued.
Didn't you say something about them being covered under the Washington Convention?
Just kidding. That was just me. An imitation. An essential skill for any ornithologist. Pretty good, no?
Damn good.
If you want to hear the Quetzal song again, just let me know. I can tell you all about the birds of Costa Rica, too.
Yay,
Yeah,
bird
will
facts.
do.
I love
Thanks,
birds,
Cecile.
actually.
No,
Dude,
no.
birds are pretty
Thank
fucking
you,
rad.
Snake. Talk to you soon.
Kaz, did you play that tape for Cecile?
I sure did. It's hers, all right.
Then she must be...
She's not. Cecile says she's never even met Paz.
What?
She's at least 10 years too old.
But...
I'm guessing Paz convinced herself that it was the tape her friend made. But never mind that. Let's go over what we know so far. The soldier with the ID card is wearing an orange jacket and is in a location where you'll hear Quetzal singing. Find that soldier, retrieve that card.
Interesting. So that is not Paz's friend. What other... Is Paz lying to us? Or... Yeah, ooh. I hope Paz isn't lying to us. Can we have 13 of these? Holy shit. POW. Alright. POWs are worth rescuing. So we need someone in sickbay, R&D, intel, combat. Ooh, Cecile. As much as I would like, let's do mess hall. We'll get more in the medical team. Dude, we got a whale shark? Hell yeah. We'll get a mate. We'll do the shield. All right. So I guess the next mission's just gonna be a walk back through the area mission and try to find the guy with a ID card.
To gain access to the lab, you'll need an ID card. You can get one from a guard in an orange jacket stationed in an area where you can hear Quetzal singing. To get the ID card from the soldier, do a body check. You've got to get inside that lab before the AI gets shipped out. Get a move on.
Yeah, single player. Oh, don't ask me. Body checks. That's what we've been doing, right?
You can steal items from soldiers by putting them to sleep or knocking them out and then doing a body check. Get close to the unconscious soldier and press the action button when you see the icon. Or you can sneak up on them from behind and do a hold-up. It also works if the soldier's near death. Keep in mind, though, if you wait too long, you'll have a dead soldier instead of a dying one. And you can't do a body check if you're holding the Fulton recovery device either. So don't try.
I love how we're just now learning this. Ghillie suit. Yeah, come on, give me a ghillie suit.
Scouts are outfitted with camouflage to help them hide. Some of them look kind of weird, like they've got seaweed growing all over them.
Ah, ghillie suits.
Not much difference between them and any other scout in terms of combat ability, but it does make them harder to spot.
I'm sure it does.
You've come across these before.
Yeah, the Soviet Union. The first time, it took me a full hour to find the guy and take him out. Kaz, do you know what they shine?
Shine? Like how?
Like, from their heads.
Their heads?
How about their hair? Do they have a lot of it?
What are you talking about? How the hell would I know?
How about a parrot? Did anybody hear a parrot squawk?
A parrot? Look, Snake, you're talking to the wrong guy. I mean, Cecile's the bird expert.
he's like...
Wait a second, what am I saying? You're not making any sense to begin with.
Never mind. It's a long story. I'll figure it out another way. Forget about it.
Yeah, I'll do that. Anyway, we've already lost too many good people to these surprise encounters. Make sure you don't end up like one of them.
He's like, oh, is he bald? He's got a big bald head and the sun shines down on it and gleams. Bald. He's like, does he have a little parrot that says, Polly, what a cracker? And Kaz is just like, do you see this guy? He's a complete nutcase. Yeah, Snake. Sure, whatever. You gotta ask Cecilia about the birds. I have no idea.
I do not know if I recall such large ruins being there.
Well, didn't you say there's a lot we don't know about Costa Rica's ancient civilizations? You talked about some giant stone balls, too.
Giant stone balls.
The stone spheres of Costa Rica? They are an assortment of giant spheres carved from stone that were discovered in the jungles of Costa Rica about 50 years ago.
What's so special about that?
What if I told you some of them are nearly perfect spheres, and that they were carved out of granite, which is quite a hard substance?
Could be good for laying a trap. And if they're spherical, they roll easily, too.
Snake!
She's trying to figure out some Indiana Jones type shit.
Snake, be careful when going through areas you've passed through before. The enemy could be waiting to ambush you. And do you know how to identify the soldier with the ID card?
Yeah, Cecile told me. He's in a forest with some Quetzals wearing a orange jacket.
He'll be from the lab, probably out on patrol. Do a body check to see if he's got the card.
Chico, you're my favorite to talk to.
Did you see a Quetzal snake?
Yep.
What do you think? Did it look like a snake?
No, it didn't look like a snake.
Oh, really? Must be different from the Quetzalcoatl then.
Quetzalcoatl.
A winged snake from the Mayan and Aztec legend.
A winged snake.
Weird, right? I bet it's UMA. Amanda and everybody says Quetzalcoatl is a Quetzal in the form of a god. But there's no way anybody mistake a snake for a bird. I think the legend of Quetzalcoatl came first. Somebody saw it and adopted it as their god before they saw the Quetzal. After that, somebody saw a bird that looked like the image of the god, and so they named it Quetzal.
You mean it happened the other way around?
Well, if you ask me, the Quetzalcoatl was probably a pterosaur that survived. I mean, it's got wings and it's a reptile, so it probably looks kind of like a snake, right? Pterosaurs live on in Africa even today. They're called the Congamato and the Elitziao. So it makes sense that there'd be pterosaurs on the American continent too, and that they survived until the Mayan and Aztec eras.
Wow. Lucky for us, they're not still around today.
Who says they aren't? The dinosaurs supposedly died out 65 million years ago. and the Aztec civilization only rose about 600 years ago. If they managed to survive 65 million years, surely they couldn't be wiped out in 600.
Dude is obsessed with UMAs.
Pterosaurs survive today in the African countries of Cameroon and Congo. Each tribe calls them by a different name, like Kongomato or Litsiao.
There sure are a lot of dinosaurs running around the Congo.
Well, a lot of the land hasn't been settled by humans yet. They've survived all this time, just undiscovered by man. But they're finding fossils in America too. This one they found 3 years ago in Texas had a wingspan of more than 12 meters. If I saw a gigantic pterosaur like that, I'd probably call it a god too. Yup, I'm sure that's what the Quetzalcoatl really is.
Is a god. Alright, Hugh doesn't have anything to say. Cecilia has a shit ton to say.
That was some escape you made from Strangelove's lab.
Security inside was not so tight. The door to my room was locked from the outside, of course. But she took off the blindfold at bath time, so she could wash my hair.
Pretty luxurious treatment for a prisoner.
Wasn't it? She wouldn't undo the handcuffs, but she washed my body for me instead. And with such gentle care.
Why'd you run away? Didn't she say you could go home in a month? If your escape attempt failed, you'd be in greater danger than before.
I was supposed to be giving a presentation on the distribution of Costa Rican bird species at a conference. The date was approaching quickly. So, I pretended I had to use the toilet and made my escape. I found an ID card and searched everywhere for my equipment and my tape. But a soldier saw me. It was a miracle I managed to get away. There was no time to find the tape. I do not care about the conference. I am lucky enough to still be in one piece.
You bounce back quick.
You don't?
Not sure. I try not to dwell too much on the past, but...
Then don't. There is no point. I'm so glad to be out of there. I never felt safe, you know?
Tell me about it.
Well, I think she's interested in women. And I think she took a fancy to me.
Oh, well, that's,
Besides, it is much nicer here.
Oh, so are a couple theories, because I just saw Dr. Strangelove. A couple things. One, is Dr. Strangelove actually Dr. Strangelove, or is she the boss? Second, is the boss a lesbian? Is that what we're getting at? Is the boss a lesbian? And because she bathed the Cecilia very gently. Yeah. Interesting.
Was it just the two women in the lab?
Most of the time, oui.
And one of them, you only heard her voice, right?
Yes, that is correct. Such a wonderful voice. It sent chills up my spine.
What was the other woman like?
Don't even think about it. She has not the slightest interest in men.
No, it's part of my mission to...
Only teasing. Let me think. I believe she was in her 30s. Pretty, with a good sense of style, but austere in her tastes. A very unusual woman.
And she was doing research on AI?
AI? So that is what she was up to. You know, she did say something interesting. That people should not be going into space. That it is too dangerous.
An automated control system for rockets, then.
She said something about wanting to get closer to her dying wish. I think she must have been talking about an old lover.
Lover? You mean another woman?
My! Aren't we curious about women and other women? You want to hear the terrible things she tried to do to me?
That's not what I meant.
It's all right. You can be honest.
You want to hear all the things she did to
get
me?
along awfully well together.
No. Not at all.
I think you're hiding something.
Never mind. Aren't you supposed to be looking for the Quetzal? Here, I'll demonstrate its call for you.
I knew it.
I knew it. What?
Let's go over this one more time. First, I need an ID card to get into the lab.
That is correct. From the outside, it looks like any other ruin. But on the inside, it is a state-of-the-art research facility.
And your ID card got taken away from you by some guy in an orange jacket.
Exactly. I had a Quetzal singing nearby. It has not been that long since it happened.
It could be tricky if he's out on patrol, but if he's a stationary sentry, you don't think the Quetzal's moved?
Its nest is probably nearby. I do not think it will go away anytime soon.
Good. I'll get on looking for that soldier.
If you forget what it sounds like, I will do the call for you again.
I don't need to know the call.
Just give me a call anytime you'd like to hear it.
Yeah, I'll do that. Let me get this straight. You were in Costa Rica as a bird watcher?
Yes, I was. Not for pleasure, though. I am a researcher, after all. I am studying the distribution of Latin American bird species. With today's compact cassette tape recorders, even a woman like me can carry her recording equipment by herself. But it was a mistake to come alone.
Even so, there sure are a lot of wild birds in Costa Rica.
Aren't there? Over 800 different species. Said to be more than 10% of all living bird species on Earth. How many can you name, Mr. Ornithologist?
Hey, I was just trying not to scare you.
You should at least have a basic knowledge of Costa Rica. How about this? I will give you a thorough education, Mr. First-Time Ornithologist.
Mr. First Time.
Okay. Start by telling me about the Quetzal.
Okay. Oh my god, we have a good chunk of lore left. All right, we're gonna listen to this last one and then I have to go to work. I apologize, guys. So when I come back to record the next episode, we will finish these last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 10, because who knows if they double down into whatever this is. But after this, I will do the outro. And then we'll come back in the next episode
What's
and
that machine
finish that
you said
and
you used
start
to make
looking
those
for the
recordings
ID
of
card.
yours? Cassette, something or other.
A cassette recorder, or a cassette denske, as they say in Japan.
Yeah,
Japan.
that. What is that thing anyway?
A portable recording device released last year by a Japanese company, Sony. It uses compact cassettes, making it far lighter than open-reel machines. It still weighs 5 kilograms, but the exercise won't kill me. It is user-friendly too. All the buttons have markings on them, allowing you to operate it without looking at it. Can you imagine missing the shot of a lifetime simply because you blinked?
Oh, that would be devastating. But where'd they come up with Densuke? Sounds like a Japanese name.
Allow me to field that one.
Kaz?
Densuke is a nickname that comes from the name of an old manga character.
Was he some recording nerd too?
Don't give me that. Recording atmospheric noises is an exhilarating art. There's nothing like capturing the real world in action on tape. It's just like taking pictures with a camera, only with a microphone instead of a viewfinder.
Sure.
Listen to a tape with your eyes closed, and the scene just bursts to life in your mind's eye. Tell him, Cecile.
Absolutely. When I listen to the sounds of the birds in my apartment, it is like I am back in the forest where I recorded them.
See? She's a Parisienne. She knows what's chic.
If you say so.
And what do you like to record, Monsieur Miller?
Me? Steam locomotives, no question. The roar of the engine, the throaty steam whistle. More animal than machine. Don't get me started. Steam locomotives are a dying breed in Japan. I wouldn't mind going back for a bit and making some new tapes while I still can.
You are less civilized than I thought.
Less civilized?
I detest those beasts. The noise frightens off all the birds. Then there is the smoke. I much prefer the peace and quiet of the forest.
Cecile, wait. That came out wrong.
Sure it did.
Oh my god, dude, Miller, you lost her. You have no riz, Miller, no riz. Alright, thank you guys so much for stopping by. Please subscribe. Please comment down below how bad Miller screwed up. Miller fumbled the bag so much right there at the end. Comment down below also, what do you think Cecilia's person is? I almost think she's either A, Dr. Strangelove, or B, I think maybe... I'm thinking Paz and Paz's friend Carrier, like the guard that she's with, is the guard. They're looking for this lady, but who knows? I'm not too certain yet. Without spoiling, let me know if I'm on the right track or not. I love you. Leave a like, and I will see you next time.